Hey, what's happening, my friend? Paul Ingram here at College Center. Today, we're gonna need a training knife because we're gonna be taking a look at some of the basic movements of the knife. But before we get started with the training, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button right now for this video, and let's go ahead and kick right on into it. For today's training, I don't care how you want to grip the knife. You can grip it with a hammer grip, you can grip it with a saber grip. If you want to, and you want to express your opinion of which one you favor, go ahead and leave it down in the comments below. I got 3 quick, simple drills for you, and then from there, then you can take your knife training wherever you want. And if you want to go really in depth in your knife training with me here at College Center, I got a link in the description below to my online school. Check out my knife fighting course. It's a full step-by-step training course. Everybody that gets it, everybody that's been training the material, they've just been loving it because it's a step-by-step course that teaches you all the proper handling skills with the knife, and it teaches you, all the different self-defense and countering and attacking and all that stuff, from the long range to the close quarter short range and all that stuff. It's a great full spectrum program on building your knife skills. Let's take a look at number 1, which is our thrust. We always start off with a thrust because the thrust, that is really the primary tactic of the knife because it does the most damage, right? This little thing, it's got great cuts, and we're gonna get into that, but that thrust, that's really where the golden egg of the knife really is at, is in the thrust. So let's take a look here. I'm not really concerned with targets right now. I'm more concerned with the lines of the thrust right now. And then in training, as you're progressing your training and all that, then you can start playing around with the different target zones. Okay, but we have 3 basic thrusts. We have the center line thrust, we have a backhand thrust, and we have a forehand thrust. Okay, this could be low, this can be high. This could be low, this could be high. This could be low, this could be high, or anywhere in the middle. It's more important that we're identifying where is that knife coming from? What is the line that it's coming from? So a quick little drill, I just want you to move around a little bit and just poke them out. 1, 2, 3, just like that. 1, 2, 3, right there. Center line, backhand, forehand. Okay, drill number 2. Let's take a look at the second series of movements with the knife, at least the basics, and this is the slashes or the cuts. Same exact thing as the thrusts, right? We have 3 lines. We're gonna take a look at that forehand line, the backhand line, and the center line, okay? And we're gonna work that out as a diagonal, and a vertical, okay? 1, 2, 3, just like that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's the drill. Just move around a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Move around. 1, 2, 3, right there. All right, you can go from a full position. You can keep them short and stocky if you want. I don't care. It's your training. You pick and choose what you want to do, because I mean that's what you're gonna do anyways, what you want. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't care what leg you want to have forward right now. If you think it's a good idea to have the right leg forward, have it forward. You think it's a better idea to have the left leg forward, then have the left leg forward. I don't really care. Do what you want. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's just about the basic movements, what you're doing with the knife. 3. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna train against it anyways, right? In your training, if you're training for self-defense, you're gonna train, or you should be training against all these different variables, all the different targets, changing the angle from diagonal to horizontal. You should be training against all of that stuff. That's why right now, just look at the basic movements of the knife. In your training, as you are training, actually training, not just watching YouTube videos and commenting down below everybody's videos, how they're doing everything wrong. When you're actually out there training, then you can work in all the different variables as you should be, okay? But work it out, boom, right there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Move around a little bit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Okay? That's your second drill, working the basic movements on the cuts. Once we've worked both drills, let's just kind of go ahead and put them together. So we can start off with the slashes if we want. 1, 2, 3. And then right away, thrust, thrust, thrust. Okay? And that's the drill. We're just going to move around a little bit. Go 1, 2, 3, thrust, thrust, thrust. Right there. So 1, 2, 3, thrust, thrust, thrust. All right, there you got it. Super, super simple. The basics don't need to be more complicated than that. I know that everybody, you've got your own idea of what you want out of your training. So, you know, if you don't want to go super esoteric on this stuff, which most people don't want to do that, they just want to like have some fun, play with some of the basics, get in there, know how to do some basics, get in there with their partners and just spar. That's all you need, okay? And you'll get good. A lot of time, just put a lot of time into it. You don't need all this technical detail if you don't want it. All you need is some basic movements. Get in there and just go spar, and you'll get good over time. If you want to get like really good and you do want to get esoteric about it, then head over to the online school, collegecenter.training, and then you can check out the knife fighting course, and then you can really, really go in depth. Is it needed? Is it needed for you? Is it needed for your life? Is it needed for your self-defense? I don't know. That's up to you to decide. How far do you want to take your training? You know, is it necessary for you? Maybe it's not. That's why I want to keep this very, very simple, and just, this is what you need so you can, you know, get the knife moving around, and then you can do whatever you want to do with your training. Just go spar everybody with these basic movements, and probably over like, you know, 10,000 hours of sparring, you're gonna start figuring out how to use them, and you'll get pretty good with them, all right? Skip all that other stuff if you want. But just make sure, my only suggestion, that however you want to take your training, however, you know, this surface layer you want it, or how deep you want to go with it, my only suggestion is make sure that you're starting off with a training knife. So that way, at least, you know, while you're trying to figure out how to handle this thing, if you want to figure that out on your own, then you're not, you know, you're not going to actually like cut yourself and thrust yourself and have all these mistakes while you're trying to figure it out. If you don't want to bother going through the process of figuring it out, then come and, you know, get some training, get some real training, and then we can work you through an actual systemized process. Again, you don't have to do that though. You'll figure it out. All right, so that's it for right now for today, and make sure again to hit the thumbs up button if you forgot to do that at the beginning. If you want to dive deeper into some knife training, at least here with us at College Center, then check out the links down below in the description and check out the knife fighting course. Everybody loves this course that's been training the material. So we get a lot of really great feedback on it. And make sure to subscribe to the channel for more training coming your way, and I'll catch you guys back here next time.